This my take, I'm coming in hot, right in your face. The moment can't wait, I'm running the race and you running in place. Where you going, man? Speak with your chest, say it with pride, and move to the left. I'm known as the best, and it ain't a threat, just a promise I kept. I kick that, shoot those, you stare, shoot smoke, pass cross, I'm go. Like Messi, Naldo, Jordan, the ring zone, Tyson, the ring though, and me, Pepito.
Hey everyone, and welcome back to Pepito's Take, episode 4, season 3. I'm here with my boy Ardi.
Welcome, everybody. How we doing?
And a few topics today that we would love to talk about. Let's just talk about the transfers, right? There's a lot of transfers that are happening in this moment, big ones, small ones. I have a very interesting take on a very important player that we'll talk about. Also, the Olympics. Olympics started. I love the Olympics. You love them?
I mean, I could really care less for them, to be honest. To be honest, I could really care less. So
care about the Olympics, and I'm going to tell you my stories about the Olympics because in 2008 I played. So let's get to it. I want to get into transfers first.
Transfers.
Let's talk about transfers first, and I want to talk about one of the most important transfers of this summer so far, which is
obviously Calafiori for you, right? The Italian man going to Arsenal.
I was going to talk about Mbappe, but hey, you want to talk about Calafiori? Let's talk about.
You have an Italian on the couch. There's no way you can't talk about an Italian with an Italian.
Okay, let's talk about him because he's a great player. I really enjoyed him last season with Bologna. I liked his Euros. Quality players. A different way of playing that position, which I love. Which I really love.
Well, do you think that's because of the influence of Thiago Motta, right? Because Calafiori, he was sort of like in and out in the couple of teams he was in. Injuries was hindered a bit. And we finally see a first full year of him like not being injured, being ready to go, doing what he can do in a system that's sort of, I'm not saying it's like a pep system, but it's definitely like a player's fit system type beat. Like how Xerxes fits in, how Calafiori fits in and such. Yeah, and now we're going to see that influence at Juve with Thiago Motta being the coach there. So I think he's a great player still. It's besides the point.
Yeah, Thiago Motta for me was able to put these players in positions where they could excel, right? Mm-hmm. And I think that's the sign of a great coach, right? Knowing who you have and trying to put all these pieces together to where they fit and to where they're able to give their best version. So that's what happened with Calafiori at Bologna. That's what happened to Xerxes. At Bologna, who went to Manchester United. We'll also talk about that, obviously. But Calafiori, 45 mil. I believe that if his name was an English name or a Brazilian name, the dude would have gone for 80, 90 million, hands down.
So it was like, what if he was like Calford or like Calazinho or something?
Calaford or Calafordinho, 100%. So that's the thing. It's like, bro, this dude's young, right? He's got the quality to play, I feel like, anywhere. So for 45 mil, I think Arsenal has a great player. And then just talking backstage, we were talking about like his position. Where is he going to play?
Especially when because you have the best center back partnership in the Premier League.
Yeah,
like it's without a doubt. Like Saliba and Gabriel together. They're basically like a Rolls Royce and a Bruce working together.
Yeah.
A Bruce, I meant, sorry. Where it's like not Bruce, like a Bruce Wayne, sort of not. No, but like a brute. You know what I mean? Yeah. And it's sort of like a reminder of like those, Vidic, Fernandez. Obviously, they're not that level yet with that shout. But like I said, a Rolls Royce defender and a brute. Even early Liverpool when you had Van Dijk and you had Joel Matip, those guys doing what they were doing. John Terry and Cahill, or John Terry, whoever you pair him up with. It's like, you see that partnership there. I just don't know where Calafiori fits because he plays as like a left back or like a left center back and a 3 at the back, and it's like you already have Yuri and Timber who does the exact same thing as him.
They pay what? Timber?
For Timber, I think it was around like the 50 million region because they bought him from Ajax after he had like a stellar season.
But you see though, bro, I mean, this is what happens with the Premier League teams, bro. They have so much money that they don't even care about spending 45 million for a guy. Mm-hmm. For a guy that's going to be on the bench, because at the end of the day, if you have those two center backs, Timber's 50, you got Calafiori for 45. Somebody's going to sit out. But if you look at everybody's bench, Man United's, Chelsea's, Man City's, bro, you got players that they pay 60, 70, 80 million. They're on the bench. They're on the bench. So they love to stack up their teams for whatever reason. I don't know. But obviously, yes, you want quality players. But listen, I'm sure they do their math in the financial department. And if it's a go, listen, it's a go.
100%.
Premier League teams, they reckon crazy money from rights and.
I think Arsenal's like one of the few teams that actually spend. I mean, obviously besides Declan Rice, but I think he was worth every penny, 100 million.
Yeah,
like in this modern market that we have, that's like transfers are just like crazy numbers now. Everything's inflated. Yeah. Like he makes sense for what he's doing for Arsenal. Calafiori, I think at 45 is a great deal no matter what club you are. I think just Arsenal, I think that might be putting a spanner in the works of are you trying to incite more competition within the team? Like, hey, anyone's technically expendable if you're not doing what I'm asking? Or is he just backup cover? And if he is, I think it's disrespectful to the player. If he's just backup cover.
But you're stepping up a level, man. Going to Arsenal, it's not Bologna. It's, Arsenal fighting for a championship every single year.
Bottling a championship.
Because Bologna's not going to, they're not going to sustain Champions League ball, but Arsenal can, right? And Arsenal want to, because if you're able to sustain championship ball every single year that Calafiori's on that team, which is 4 or 5 years, bro, those are millions and millions coming in. So it kind of just repays all the money that you're spending for him. So build a quality team, get into Champions, Europe, bigger sponsorship, TV deals, whatever it is. I'm sure they do their math, and it makes sense for them to have a 45 million transfer sitting on the bench if that's the case. But that's Arsenal. That's the Premier League. Let's stick to the Premier League since we're not about Premier League. We want to go to your team. You're repping them today.
You see, I always have I always have these fines. You know what I mean? I had to come here remind Giuseppe wearing the managerial training top. Yes, who's in charge? Wait, what? No. I always try to find some like cool retro United stuff because obviously when I was younger, it's like, yeah, no shot you're getting anything from England for like training tops or jerseys or whatever. So it's like you really have to scrounge around and see what moms don't know what they have in their closets that they're selling random places. So it's like they don't know. They don't know. They don't know the true value.
That's a classic shirt. That was actually a shirt when I was playing there. The coaching staff used to have that one. But Man United. I'm very, very happy with their signing of Rossi from Bologna. Quality player. 23 years old, right? 24, 23, 24, young dude. And I think he could be the one. The only thing that I could say about him that he has to improve, and I said this before in the podcast, he has to play a little bit closer to goal. Sometimes he comes too far away from the box to play, because he is somebody who likes to have the ball and is able to combine with the midfielders, play the 1-2s, and get into certain spaces and create, which is beautiful, and I love that aspect of the game. But can we see him a little more in the box to be more of a threat and get those 20, 30 goals that a striker like, what's his name?
Holland. Striker like Holland you're talking about?
No, not like Holland. Like Ruben Nistelrooy. Hey, listen, he's back.
Oh, yeah, he's back. Yeah. That's the point I was about to make.
We need another Rude on our team, right? In order to propel us, because those nines are the ones who give us those extra 12, 13, 14 points.
It depends how we want to play, right? Because what I think towards the end of the season, right? Like, don't get me wrong, you were texting me nonstop, like, Ardi, look at 10 out, because I was always like, just like trust the manager, give it time. And I was at my boiling point. I really was. I was sort of like, that like boyfriend was like really tired. It's like, I'm about to do it. You're not giving me any hope here. I'm on my last straw. Yeah. And then those last few games, you saw like, wow, when he has like a fully like fit team and he has everyone firing all cylinders, what his system can actually look like. Yeah. And I think from what I've noticed, he likes to have really attacking, basically forward wingers that aren't really the creative ones. They're the ones really putting chances on goal. Yeah. I think that's where Xerxes actually going to thrive, because he plays like a 9.5. Like he plays more creatively. Yeah. So I think he's going to be the one, either if they're going to do two strikers, linking up with Højlund, making him be the bait and have him be the one to open space.
But who's playing between them two?
Well, I think what might happen. Well, who would I play? I don't think I would start either of them on their own yet, personally.
Who the hell are you gonna play as a 9?
Well, no. What I'm saying is you play
2 9s. Again.
No. Why I say you play with 2 strikers. You let Xerxes be the more creative one.
But doesn't he play with 3 up top? Right?
Yeah, he plays with 3 up top, but like the way how the system works, the way how people move, it's like you're always technically having 2 attacking threats towards the box. Why do you think that iconic goal of Fernandez into Kobe and Mino happened? Because those wingers stretched it wide, trying to find like wide creative opportunities, and then you had the 2 guys centrally.
I believe the way that he wants to play. If I recall, he used to always play Eriksson as the 10. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, well, I mean,
who
with
had a little bit more of midfield characteristics.
Mm-hmm.
If you play those 2 up top, then it's a totally different.
Well, I don't think so because then Bruno's been playing like a second striker all season for Højlund to help him out.
Exactly.
So I think
Bruno's more of a midfielder mindset like an Eriksson. So if you play Xerxes a little bit back, and then you put Højlund up top, it's just going to break up. It's just not going to be the same flow because you're talking about they're literally 2 strikers. So having 1 striker who's striker minded, and then you have a Bruno Fernandes or an Eriksson like last year who play that 10 position, right? So they can't. One's got to play by himself. In this formation,
I think
in the way that he likes to play Ten Hag.
Well, because I'm just looking at how he did the FA Cup. Because if you're able to get one against City with that kind of system, I think that's what he's going to start following. Just from what the trends are saying, right? I'm not saying it's the right thing to do. I'm not saying it's a smart thing to do. I'm just looking at what the trends are, sort of.
I will. If I was the coach, I wouldn't take that Man City game as a blueprint to how I want to play. Because we got murdered. We got murdered from point 1 to point 90. From minute 1, to minute 9.
I don't think we got murdered that whole game. We were in control. We were in control.
We were not.
You had Wan-Bissaka locking down the right-hand flank. You had Dalot being able to create.
We were not in control.
We were 100% were.
We were not in control.
100%.
A Manchester United team, right? There's different ways of playing throughout the whole season and playing a final. Playing throughout a whole season, there's a consistency of how you want your team to play. A final is a one-off. You just win. We don't care how you play. If you try and play games every single time the way that you did against City in the finals, and that's the blueprint that you want to take, then we're going to struggle again, and we're going to go 8th place again. 8th place we got, right, this year?
Yeah, but we won an FA Cup, so we got Europa League.
Oh, yeah, true. But anyway, we need to find a consistency of play. We need to play the way that we want to in every single game because we are Manchester United. We can't adapt to the other teams. Now, yes, other teams have their ways of playing, so you make sure you're aware of certain things that certain teams do. And even the big teams do that and all, right? The Manchester Cities, they know what to do. And little movements that Pep probably prepares to make sure that the team flows properly against the team that they're playing against. Yes, but it doesn't change their identity. What happened last year with Manchester United was that the identity was never there, right? We kind of just played. We kind of just played without really knowing how we want to play. And just because we win a game, we're happy, right? Well, I don't care about, you're going to say injuries. I already know.
No. That's the point I was going to make. I was saying that system he played in the final, he played that for the last 4 games of the season. We won 4 out of 4. We had majority possession. We had majority creative numbers.
Yeah,
and we actually were able to keep any shots on goal, really, because City couldn't really find any shots or anything.
Yeah, because we were doing in the time we say catenaccio, which is putting everybody in the box. We park the bus because we scored a goal, and then we try and get out as a counterattack. But when it comes to the second half, it could work the first half, but when it comes to the second half, we're struggling, right? So that's why if you play a final next year, yes, bring back the tape. But in order to start the season, you can't be like, this is how we want to play. Because if this is how we want to play, then it ain't the Manchester United way. It's not the Manchester United way. So I'm hoping that that's the case. You're bringing in a Xerxes. You're bringing in who is a different player from Højlund, right? A player who is actually, much better with his feet than Højlund. A little bit different way of playing the number 9 position, which is the way that I like to play. Because that's the way I played, obviously. But Xerxes, I want him more inside the box. If he comes more inside the box and able to be a bigger presence, the dude's huge, man.
Oh no, yeah, obviously, I think it's an obvious thing. Yeah,
able to be a presence in the box, bro, we got another Ruben Nistelrooy. Because Ruud's feet were ridiculous. I loved it. And Xerxes has that ability to be there. I know that Ruud's going to be in his ear because he's there. Because dude, the dude has potential. Yeah. So he's in the best position to like really fulfill his full potential. And listen, Højlund's going to get a lot of tips and talks with Ruben Nistelrooy, and that's going to help him a lot too. So I think there's going to be a nice little bounce back from Højlund. Xerxes is going to be, I think, important. It's just that can the whole team flow properly to where the 9 gets fed every single time, because Man United, any team, truthfully, needs a number 9 to score those 20, 30 goals, but Man United is known for that, to have those ballers up 9 to make sure that they're able to get to the top of the table where they have to be.
I mean, now with Lenny Euro coming in, the swoop away from Real Madrid, told them no, was able to steal him. I think with having him in, I think they're just going to bring a lot more defensive security, because Varane's gone to Cuomo FC. You know, who wouldn't want to take a wage reduction and go live in Cuomo for playing professional soccer? I mean,
you know what? That's actually an interesting.
Like, who wouldn't do it? Like,
that's an interesting transfer, Varane to Cuomo. I don't understand it. The dude's still young, no?
He's like 33 with like injuries and stuff like that. So it's like he wants to go somewhere that's a bit relaxing, more enjoyable. Yeah, hey, I'd much rather go to like a Serie A team that's newly promoted than like Saudi Arabia and stuff. No. So it's like, so you're gonna go live in Lake Cuomo, like one of the most beautiful places on earth. Relax, go train, play some football, like a nice old school stadium with like 25,000 seater. It's good. It's gonna be a relaxing time for Cuomo, especially with Cesc Fabregas as a manager.
Yeah, let's just say if you take it with too much relaxation, you're gonna go down.
Yeah, 100%.
But I'm sure that. But that was a very interesting and intriguing choice by Varane to go to Como. But listen, props to Como. I want to get to the big guy.
The big guy?
The big guy. I want to get to the big guy, Mbappe. And the Real Madrid transfer. This is my take on it. I think he is going to create some instability this year. Focus is going to be a little bit away from what it was in the past. And Real Madrid are not going to win trophies this year. How harsh was that take?
Clip it and ship it for when the end of the season comes. Just clip and ship. No, I mean, look, I can't have an opinion on it, because it's like, so long as Carlo Ancelotti's in charge, anything's possible. Like, it doesn't matter what team you have.
Right,
like, he was able to find a way to have a Bellingham and no real 9 and be like, okay, we'll still win it. So it's like, so long as you have Carlo Ancelotti in charge and you have a young Mbappe who's like, okay, like, now I'm ready for it. And plus, he's like, I don't know if you saw, but he was like basically recreating the Ronaldo announcement, which like, it's like any footballer who like idolizes himself behind Cristiano Ronaldo, they're gonna be an instant success. So it's fine.
I saw that. So this is why I see it that it could cause a bit of instability. You just said that there was no 9 with Jude, that was the highest goal scorer. They were able to win it. That because there was a team behind it, right? Like everybody was at the same level. Everybody kind of just like came together and formed this great group. Now Mbappe comes, right? The dude's gonna get paid bank. A lot of attention is gonna be on him because it's just normal, because of the player and because of the team you play on. So now you're talking about Vinny Jr. Vinny Jr., the maybe Balón de Oro. He might be like, oh, there's no more attention on me now, it's towards this guy. Could there be some animosity between that? Whenever there's a little bit of friction, doesn't mean that we're fighting, just a little bit of friction or jealousy. But like, I'm talking about this much. This is what leads to you winning or not. So once there's that little bit, man, then that's when, things can happen until they start stabilizing a little bit. How long can this happen? When Ronaldo came, Cristiano, that was the same. It was the same thing, right? I don't think they started winning championships right away when Ronaldo came.
I think it was like
correctly, the
I think it was
Champions Leagues and
like
stuff.
the year after when they slowly started solidifying themselves.
So yeah, so it takes a little bit of time to stabilize yourself whenever there's like these big transfers, I believe, right? And not only when there's this one, but when you have multiple big egos. I don't know. I feel like a Vinny Jr. Yeah, he's a great player, not my favorite, but a great player. I think he likes that attention. He is an attention seeker. So now that attention is...
I like how you used a different word for it because I would have said it a different way.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which maybe if you want to say, you could say it after. But that attention seeking, right, type of player, you're coming in with Mbappe, who's another attention seeking type of player. Can they coexist? Can somebody put their ego to the side, or are those egos going to clash? And it doesn't mean clashing where, I want to shoot the penalty. I want to shoot. No. It's just that little bit of like, why did Jude, Jude passed it to him while I was free. So now they're buddies, right? Oh, how come Jude's not looking for me anymore like he used to last year, right? These little thought processes, right? They build up, and could build a little bit of animosity between these great players. So are they able to coexist? I believe it will take a little bit of transition, a bit of like a learning curve. That's why you have the best manager in the business, maybe
The best
top
manager
two
in the world right now, yeah, 100%.
in the world.
Right now, 100%.
Maybe top two.
Number one.
Uh,
No, he takes it above Pep.
I don't know. I can't do that to Pep. That's my guy.
I can. I don't care.
I know. I love
I'm wearing the Gaffer
I love them
shirt.
both.
I can make the decisions here. Okay.
I love them both. Bro.
No, yeah, of course, no, but like,
But
yeah.
and there's nobody better than Carlo Ancelotti, who's able to build a culture and get people on board with the vision that he has, because, bro, the dude won it all. So that's my take on the Mbappe transfer. I don't know what you guys say.
well, I mean, like, so we used to see stuff like that in Madrid when it was like Zidane, R9, Beckham, and like all these guys coming in at once, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it was sort of understandable because like Galacticos, like Beckham did what he did, Zidane's done what he's done, R9's done what he's done, you know what I mean? So like everyone had their own right to. I think Mbappe is the only one on that team who can stand there and be like, yeah, I'm head and shoulders above you. He's won a World Cup. He's dragged PSG out of like horrendous situations when like, even when PSG spends a boatload of money, yet he's still the only one performing there and doing what he's doing. You know what I mean? When it was like Neymar, Messi, and Mbappe there, Mbappe was still the one leading everybody.
Yeah.
So it's like, I think when he comes in, there's definitely going to be some respect there. And there's going to be understanding of, yeah, okay, everything's going to be unlocked for the next 10 years if we do everything right. You know what I mean? And it's also like they've been through before Madrid. Like you said it, Ronaldo came in, then Benzema came in, then Gareth Bale came in. And by the way, the most underrated soccer player I think I've ever seen on the face of the earth. Without a doubt.
Underrated?
I don't think you've seen...
They praised him.
No. I don't think you see what modern football fans say about him. Like, when there's conversations about, who's the best in their prime, like Hazard, Salah, or Bale, I'm like, are you stupid? There's no other answer besides Gareth Bale. What are you talking about? Yeah.
That's another conversation.
No, but the point I'm trying to make is that, like, people just don't understand how influential Gareth Bale was. So like, that's, like, the point I'm making, right? When you have that front line of people who are all established and good at what they do,
Yeah.
you're going to be fine. And I think, honestly, I don't think Vinny's going to be affected. I think Rodrigo might be affected. Because I think the system's going to stay the same, but instead of Rodrigo being out right, it's going to be Mbappe.
So if you think about it, you take Bale and all those players you said, right? Why were they successful? Bale put his ego to the side, started a few games, was on the bench, and they won 4 or 5 Champions Leagues right in a row, correct? Benzema put his ego to the side for Ronaldo. They won 4 or 5 in a row, right? That's what I'm trying to say. I'm trying to say back in the Galacticos days, they only won 1 Champions League, which was very interesting, but they were all like buddies, right? If you look at everything, like they were all really like a close-knit group. But a Figo, when Zidane came in, Figo put his ego to the side and, made Zidane shine a certain way, right? So like Raúl, when Ronaldo came, Raúl was the main guy, but he was able to put his
Ego to the side.
as well, right? So this is what I'm trying to say. Like, are they able to do that? Or in this new generation of these new young players where they want to shine, where they want the clips, where they want to be the ones to be on the commercial of Nike because has so much importance today, right? Being the face of social media and all that stuff, right? It's a different way of looking at the game of soccer today, rather than, my era, which was, 10 years ago, right? I started 20 years ago, whatever, right? Than what it is today. So that's why it's different times, different ways how this game has evolved so quickly into something so different.
Yeah, exactly.
So we'll see how this happens, man. We'll see how this goes out. But,
Well, yeah. I mean, I think the rest of the team's going to be fine. I think just the two Brazilians are going to be a problem. It's going to be Rodrigo and it's going to be Vinny. Because one of them...
Jude won't be affected. He'll score much less goals. As I told you,
I think he might score more and assist more because him
less.
and Mbappe, I'm telling you, they're gonna link up so well.
Score so much less. How many goals did he score this year?
20? I think it was like 17 in the league, and then he had like 4 in the Champions League or something. Like he had a whole bunch, like all around.
Mark this right now. He's not gonna score more than 12 this year.
Clip it and ship it. Clip it and ship it. Thank you. I'm just going to have a compilation at the end of the year. All of Pepito's wrong takes. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Oh, gosh. Anyway, so those are the transfers. I think these are the ones I wanted to touch on the most. I don't know if you have any other transfers you want to touch.
I mean, we spoke about Lenny Euro. I think it's so crazy what social media does to players. It's like he goes from being, wow, underrated talent, the next generation of youth. Madrid are going to buy him. It's great. Susan United buy him. Trash can. Who cares? It's like, dude. You can't be saying one thing one day and then change your mind the next day because of where he's going. It's like...
That's interesting, though, how if he had the choice, he chose Man United. That's very interesting.
Yeah, because all he had to do was wait one more year, and he was going to be at Madrid guaranteed on a free with high wages.
That's actually another thing about the Mbappe situation, that how does PSG let this guy go for free?
Oh, they're also stupid. Like, when they made him resign, they also paid him $300 million to make sure he stays for, like, an extra year. Like, it's... The problem is they gave the player...
His agent is, bro? Like,
Genius. If you don't mind making a small donation to the Ardi Emini Foundation, I very much appreciate it.
Yes, everybody, please.
And then I'll forward 10% to Giuseppe. It's fine. No. But it's like PSG. They've caused so many problems for the transfer market. You know the reason why the transfer market is what it is?
Was it them?
Yep, and it's not the reason why you think. Everyone thinks it's Neymar. It's not Neymar. It's another Brazilian. Went from Chelsea. Right, nice poofy hair, good at free kicks.
Yeah, David
Luiz.
Why?
Because they bought him for I think it was like 60 million at the time.
Really?
Yeah. And then once that transfer happened, it was just a snowball effect. Money just started.
You think so?
100%.
That's where it started.
No, I know. I've done like research papers, theses. Any way I can find a way to get in soccer, I will. He is literally the problem.
Wasn't the first 100 mil thing Bale or Pogba?
I think Ronaldo was the closest. Wasn't he like 97 million? I guess? Or was it like 76? I think. But either way, I'm just saying it's not about who was the first 100 million. Yeah. It's the fact of who was the most overpaid player first.
Oh, overpaid
for value.
Oh, okay.
Because David Luiz was only 30 million at a time. So so they sold him for I think 60 to $70 million. Mm-hmm. Bought him back for $50 million, and then resold him again. So it's all it takes is one player to be overly paid for because PSG were too money hungry to make the super team. Yeah, that everything capitulated from there.
Listen, you do more research than me.
Yes,
so
sadly.
I believe you. I believe you. I believe your research. I don't believe your takes like the Harry Kane take. But anyway, that's enough.
I mean, look what happened in the final. Look what happened in the final.
I can do the clip and ship.
You can't because I am right 95% of the time. I'm wearing the gaffer shirt. I have control today.
Whatever, man. Transfer deadline done.
It's not actually. Well, deadline day's not done yet. But
no, for us,
our transfer talk is done for the day.
On this Pepito thing, maybe in August we'll go over some more.
We'll do a 12-hour straight live stream where all you do is look us in the face as we're scurrying to find the next transfer. What's Fabrizio saying? Fabrizio, tell me. Fabrizio.
We should have actually a direct, a live with Fabrizio Romano. Maybe.
Oh, we go on Instagram live and we're both just on it yeah. That'd be funny as hell. Yeah.
Oh man. Anyway, shout out to Fabrizio, my guy. Listen, you want to get into these Olympics?
I think the Olympics is my hot take. I'm not gonna lie.
Is it your hot take?
It is definitely my hot take.
All right, wait. Let's talk about the soccer portion of the Olympics.
Okay, yeah.
We'll talk about the Olympics
no. Because the thing is, for soccer for the Olympics, I think it's good,
Okay.
Because it's basically just a youth cup. Like, it's under 23s.
Yeah,
and, like, it's good for
some,
scouting and getting some experience.
But but I'm not even talking about, like, the structure of it, bro. I'm talking about the game Morocco versus Argentina. Did you see that crap? What happened?
No, I don't really care. I
Sure
told
you.
you. I don't even watch. I don't. That's the only like, there's two things I don't watch. The Olympics for soccer and the Leagues Cup and the MLS. I could care less for those two competitions.
After an hour and a half, the game stopped 2-2. The game basically stopped with like a minute left in the game, 2 minutes of the game. The game stops.
Yeah.
For an hour and a half. They come back and say the goal that Argentina scored was invalid.
Wait, after an hour and a half?
An hour and a half. The goal Argentina was invalid. They play the last 2-3 minutes, whatever it was that was left of the game. Game over. They lose 2-1 Argentina.
And this goes to my point. What's the point watching the Olympics when they do that kind of stuff? It's like
it was one of the wildest things I've ever seen. I think in my life, like this VAR. VAR is another episode we talk about. VAR it's the worst thing in the history of freaking soccer, bro. Goal line technology. That's all I want. If it's a goal, it's a goal. That's the only thing I want. This VAR crap, bro, is disgusting. That's one. Two. Let's talk about the U.S. Olympics team that got
hammered.
Murdered by France.
Mm-hmm.
It just shows you, bro. There's something. But like, if you watch the game, I watched clips of it. It was literally a youth team versus Real Madrid.
Well, yeah, because I think it's unfair with France, dude. Because like France can make like 5 different starting World Cup lineups that are all from like
Bro,
age.
It's not unfair what they do.
Dude, no. I'm not saying it's unfair what they do. Like, it's
There's more
unfair for
diversity
everyone
here in
else.
America than
No.
France.
I'm not saying it's unfair what they do. I'm saying it's like, realistically, any of those players are technically U23 because I think they're allowed like 3 players that are like. No. I'm talking about like, so like you're allowed like 3 players like I think over 23, right? That's why you see like Otamendi for Argentina, whatever.
Yeah.
Like even I'm saying like most of France's like best players right now are all under 23. So it's like, I mean it in a good way. It's like you have the best of the best, basically playing in like friendlies. It's like what do you expect?
It's wild.
Man.
So whenever I'm gonna piggyback what we talked about last episode or 2 episodes ago, whenever we were talking about the U.S. and the way that they
We talk about the U.S. every episode.
I feel like we do that. Like the young kids growing when not, bro. It's just not up to par to those other teams. How these pundits on the ESPN and Fox or whatever, they talk about, is U.S. going to win a World Cup soon? Everybody's like, yeah, they are because we have golden generation and, the soccer game is growing. My guys, go look at the under-23 Olympic Games against France. We are 50 years away from even coming close to getting to the finals.
You know, Giuseppe, if you played for the U.S., maybe we would have. Who knows?
We would have gone to a semifinal.
This is what I'm trying to stir the pot a little bit here. No. But I think it's just, it's like, good those guys get experience, see what real footballers look like. But I think it's a learning lesson for the U.S. because the way how France runs their national teams, they're basically ran like a club. And the way how they do youth development. So it's like, you just got to take a page out of the book. And I think if we keep talking about the U.S., we're going to keep going in this like non-ending loop of us getting angry and frustrated. We just got to cut it here. We won't talk about the U.S. until they hire a new manager. And supposedly it's Jurgen Klopp. And if it's Jurgen Klopp... No, supposedly Jurgen Klopp.
No, I said no, bro.
I don't know, because they're supposedly going back with more money, so I don't know.
They hire?
Supposedly.
I don't know.
Because I say if you get Jurgen in the U.S.,
Jurgen would be great.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know. But besides the point, U.S. got whooped by France, where France basically has just superstars at every age level. It doesn't matter.
Yes. So these are the 2 takes that I wanted to take from the Olympics soccer portion.
Yeah.
Now, I think we should get into Pepito's hot take. And Pepito's hot take today is the Olympics, the actual Olympics, nothing to do with soccer.
Yeah.
I know you have something to say about it, how you don't like it, which is ridiculous. I have it on 24/7 right now. I have my little girl watch the gymnastics. She's watching it right now. She loves it. Ardi, why the hell do you not like the Olympics?
I'm just not intrigued by it in the slightest way. Because a lot of like the major sports, like I remember there was like memes going around about the basketball portion, right? And how like in the NBA, how you shoot a 3-pointer, your foot has to be behind the line when it lands, right?
Yeah.
And there was something going on where
when you shoot it, your foot has to be behind. Like who cares?
Oh yeah, no, but I think it was like supposedly with like the Olympics, it was like a viral meme going around on X or Twitter, whatever the hell you want to call it. They were like, it was like Steph Curry looking at the new rules, and it's like him having a nice reaction. It's like, wait, half of your foot can be on the line, and you're okay? Because it's like usually like
for real.
Yeah, because like it was something like that, and I don't know if it's like 100% true or not, but it's like again, it's like a lot of times they alter rules, like how they're doing it with the soccer.
Actually talking about that, the rules about the anti-doping stuff where players, now that we're with the NBA, players in the NBA are allowed certain substances because in America they could take them while those same substances are banned for the Olympics, but it's an exemption because you're allowed to take it in the US. So everybody else, right, if they have these certain substances that they take that are banned, right, the US players will not get suspended for that. So there's also that type of
but also like it doesn't matter what substance any other country takes; they're just not as good as basketball. Like it's like historically, the U.S. has always been good with that. It's like buddy, doesn't matter.
Okay, but so just because your foot could be on the line, you don't like the Olympics?
No. I just don't care for the spectacle at all.
100 meters?
It doesn't. None of it excites me. None of it.
100 meters?
No, it doesn't excite me.
Anything on the track and field?
No.
Bro,
I don't care about people throwing a pole all day. It's not. It's like people like it's the Olympics is literally the equivalent of NASCAR. Wow, you're excited about one person doing the same thing over and over again in a loop. I don't care.
Oh man, that's one of the worst things in the world, bro. You got like
I just don't care.
You have the long jumps. You got the javelin throws.
Yeah.
You got the hammer throws.
Yeah.
You got the 100s, 200s, the 400s. I'm not a big fan of the marathon, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, you got world records being broken left and right. Like you have like the judo. You have the gymnastics. You got Simone Biles gonna go crazy.
Yeah, I could.
You don't like that stuff?
If I want to watch like judo or fighting, I'll watch UFC. If I want to watch like anything interesting that's like not soccer, like maybe rugby or F1 or like maybe a little bit of basketball. Like I don't like it doesn't pique my interest in the slightest bit.
But this is the elite of the elite, man. Like this is. It's the freaking Olympics.
Play a real sport. I don't know what else to tell you. Play a real sport.
Real sports,
no,
man.
Play tennis. Play something else.
Tennis.
Okay.
You have the best tennis.
But even tennis is not that interesting to me. That's the point I'm trying to make. Like tennis, I'll recognize it's like okay, something cool for the Olympics, but it's like go play soccer. Like go play football. Do something. I don't care. Whatever. Like I don't care that you could throw a pole 300 meters, dude. Like cool or however far it is. I don't.
It's just the best. I think it's the best 3-4 weeks for people who love sports because you have everything. It's 24/7 showing. You have every sport some sports that you don't even see for 4 years, like javelin throw, yes. So like, you just have that expectation of something new, right? It's just like something new just on the screen, competition, you're fighting for your country. It's not like an individual thing. Like you're fighting for your country, right? So like it doesn't even matter like bro, I don't go and watch javelins being thrown at high school or college levels if they even do it, right? Because I don't really care about it. But bro, when it's the Olympics and you're fighting for your country and trying to get, there's nothing better than that.
But that's my point, though. It's like it only matters when all the stakes are on the line for all countries. Like no one really cares if you're not seeing it and if you're seeing it in general.
That's the whole point. That's the whole point, bro.
Yeah, but like if you care about a sport, you should care about watching it no matter what. If you're let's say you're on a walk and you're walking by and you see like, oh, there's a cool game going on. Let me see what's going on here. Or like, oh, there's these guys playing some pickup. Let me run it up with them at like playing basketball courts or whatever. It's like there's nothing social about those sports. There's nothing where it encourages like, oh, I could do this on a daily and interact with people and like,
You're a fan of what's happening because of who they're representing.
You're a fan. I'm.
Well, everybody watches it. They're a fan. Not because of the sport itself only, but because of who they're representing. So like that's why it's so beautiful because you see the love and passion that these athletes are putting into their sport because it's bigger than them. Like it's literally representing your whole your country.
I will say the last Olympics I can vividly remember watching, I can't remember if it was like the Sochi one. I think it was like winter 2014. That was the only one I watched because like Shaun White was like snowboarding. I watched that for like 10 minutes, and that was literally it. I could.
Yeah, it has nothing to do with the Summer Olympics, which are much better than the Winter.
But that's what I'm saying. Like that's probably the only thing that ever piqued my interest.
And
well, actually, no. I will say the winter ones, the jumps where they have to like jump like up like 90 meters or something and land. That's risky. I can vibe with that. Actually, no. I think I'm just a Winter Olympics guy. I think you
like Winter Olympics.
I think it's just cooler. Yeah. Oh wow. I guess. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Summer's boring, guys.
A realization.
Wow.
You realize what you love, man.
Burrito steaks making you realize your true loves every day.
You gotta talk about it.
You gotta talk it out. You know what I mean?
This was like a therapy session.
Yeah, exactly.
This hot take was a therapy.
Oh God, I can't afford this. Okay.
I'm happy we discovered it. And listen, I'm gonna leave this episode with this. My story at the Olympics. So, I participated in the 2008 Olympics, and in Beijing, and for me, the best experience I've had as an athlete, hands down. Just being in the presence of other athletes and being able to see a Michael Phelps at McDonald's. Seriously, we were in the Olympic Village. The dude was eating at McDonald's. Taking pictures with Giuseppe, who is the record holder or ex-record holder of the 1500 and 3000s from Morocco. Walking past Usain Bolt before he became who he was, because in Beijing 2008, he became Usain Bolt.
Yeah.
100 and 200 setting world record, right? Just walking past us, right? Seeing the NBA players, like just being around all this, like, all this greatness. It was just something so special. And then being able to watch a couple of competitions, participating, playing soccer, obviously, and participating and representing your country. It's just a different feel.
Mm-hmm.
It's a different feel from any other games that you go out and play. And unfortunately, we lost in the quarterfinals. I was lucky enough to get top goal scorer of the Olympics, which was great. So that's something that I go very proud of. But just to say, bro, the Olympics is the best experience for any athlete. I was blessed to be a part of it.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I'm a big fan of it. And yeah, man, I hope in 2028, it's in LA.
Yeah.
It's in LA. I was thinking about this while I was watching the ceremony yesterday, which was a really cool ceremony, especially when Celine Dion came out. Love Celine Dion. I was like, yo, I want to go take my girls, all three of them, my two girls and my wife, obviously. I want to go take them out there and just experience it because it's a different, bro.
I thought about the same thing else. I thought you would do it like a first time here only announcement. Guys, I'm coaching Italy for the Olympics. Like, I thought you were pulling that out of nowhere. I'm like, Giuseppe, they already confirmed you like 4 years from now.
Which, by the way,
the way how you're building it up, I was like, wait, hold on a second here. Is this the exclusive? No, okay.
Italy hasn't even qualified for the game soccer since 2008, so we're struggling there, trying to.
Well, it looks like they need to bring you
which
in.
is very hard to qualify.
And I think they need to bring you in. I think you need an assistant, and I'm already dressed as a gaffer, just letting you know.
Yeah, if you have these horrible takes, bro.
This is I'm getting my licenses here, bud. I'm working with the grassroots. I know how to develop youth. All right, I'm getting my licenses, my guy. So don't question me on a managerial level. You can question me on a personal level. But I actually have a serious question for you.
What's up?
How is the Olympic Village like? Like, was it a thing then, or is it only recent? That's the one thing I've been a bit confused about. So was there like a proper like Olympic Village for you guys and everything? So like, yes, how was that? Bro,
amazing, because you're walking around and you have all these different houses. So in China, in Beijing, they built these 4 or 5 floors, multi-family, like apartments that we have here in America.
Yeah.
And they have every athlete in there. So this building was Italy, all like Italian flags all over. Then you had America, then you had this, you had that. So you're walking all around the village and you're seeing hundreds and hundreds of countries being represented. And while you're walking around, like I said, you're seeing the Usain Bolts walk by. You're seeing the girls' the volleyball team of Brazil walk by, which we literally made a U-turn and started following them. I don't know why, but we just did because we.
You're just gravitated towards their volleyball skills. No, you always just want to challenge them. You want to see if you're also good at volleyball as well.
Of course. That was me.
Well, is that like the
Bro, we were
what?
20
Wait,
years
oh
old,
wait.
man.
Question: Is that like the beach volleyball one, or is that like serious volleyball?
Serious volleyball.
Like, because I know the
No,
Olympics
serious
have
volleyball,
no, because
like
I know the
6
Olympics has both versions. That's why I know. Yeah, they have like the duos on the sand and stuff, and
Which is a
they
lot
have
of fun, which is so much fun.
yeah.
To see too.
That actually I do vibe with.
Well,
I
there's
like
a
that
lot.
one. Yeah.
But anyway, so like,
Yeah.
you're seeing all these athletes left and right, and then maybe you stop and like you guys talk, and you just talk about each other's sports or what's happening, and you kind of just realize, talking to Jabril Sage, right? You just realize, bro, these people are just like everybody else. They're just like you,
Yeah.
right? You see them being like, on top of the world records, but bro, they're literally just normal people, just like you, interested in your sport, because obviously people are interested in soccer, but
As they should be.
we're also interested in what they do, right? So it's a great way to meet new people. But the experience, man, so much fun, so much fun. So I'm gonna leave it at that. Everybody, please watch the Olympics,
Or don't.
and watch the Winter Olympics like this guy.
Or just don't watch any Olympics and just keep track with all your friendlies and your local sports. By the way, I forgot to tell you, I am actually local sports guys, support your rec programs. No, I'm joking. No, so I actually forgot to tell you, I am officially booked in, confirmed. In November, I'll be going to Old Trafford.
Really?
I'll be watching Man United versus Everton.
There you go, man. First game at Old Trafford?
My second time being there, first game ever, yes.
That's awesome, bro. You're gonna love it.
Yeah, my first time ever going there, I had a 21-hour layover when I went to Albania.
Yeah,
I purposely did that
sounds like fun.
so I could take a train ride to Manchester. And then I tried getting it for the tour, but I couldn't get it in time. And luckily, the security guards were like really nice, and they saw me with like all my camera stuff and like house from like America, whatever.
Yeah.
So they told me where I could hide to go shoot my radio show and stuff.
Yeah.
And then after like 25 minutes, I had like a whole crowd surrounding me. It's like, yeah, tell them the bloody wankers. I'm like, I can't say that on American radio, guys. We can't be doing this right now. And they're like, yeah, you gotta get out of here. We gotta delete everything off your stuff.
Oh.
So I gave them like dummy like SD cards so that way they wouldn't find out. So it was like, yeah, that was a crazy thing. I thought that'd be a fun little thing. It's like, you know what? If you're in England and you see me, don't jump me for my takes. That's a warning.
You're gonna have your second time out there. You're gonna finally watch a game. I know they're the love of your life. So
Yes, my love of my life. The reason why my mental stability is either here or here.
it's because of them.
It's because of them. Yeah.
Beautiful. Well, enjoy that. We'll talk more about that, guys. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Ciao.
Peace, guys.